What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today. What we're going to be getting into today is the Bitcoin long-term power law chart. We went over this about a month or so ago, and the main point that we were talking about was this green line. And what this is going to be is your linear regression fit. And this, for me, is one of the ways that I mark bull markets. Now, obviously, we can be in a bull market before we break this green line. But in the past, going back, and we're just going to start in 2013 here, each time that we have broken this green line with conviction, we went on to much higher prices. So looking at this for Bitcoin, you're going to see in yellow or orange here, once we break through this green line, this linear regression fit here, we had a beautiful run. Came back tested, but stayed up above it, and then went all the way to this upper resistance band here. Now, I want to make the point known as we continue to work through this, I don't believe we're going to hit that purple band again. We did not hit it in 2021. And that could have been because the truncated tops, just the double tops that we experienced. But I still don't believe in this cycle that we're going to get up to that orange, or that purple band. So that's just one thing I want to get out there, guys, because we are having diminishing market cycles, and we have to be real about that. Okay, so as you can see here, once we drop back through it, we stayed in a bear market for a long time here, guys. And even back here, this is going to count as the bear market. You can see once we hit that purple line, we were going down. But once we broke down through that, look how much time we spent below. So from 2015 all the way to 2017 or so, before we broke up through that, we had a little bit of a fake out, got back up above it, and then our bull market started. Our price was around $2,000 when we broke that, and we went up all the way to $20,000. Now, this isn't perfect, because in 2019 here, we broke up through it, went back down underneath it, and then stayed underneath it. And we were underneath this after breaking up through it from the middle of 2019 all the way till about 2021. So spent a lot of time underneath that. And then we broke up through and we got that run. And once we did get that break, it was around $17,000. We ran up to about $69,000. Really nice move. So what we are doing now, if you can take a look at this price, we are fighting with this linear regression fit in green. We have not fully claimed it yet. We got back in March, right up to that area, we touched it, and then we retraced, and we consolidated for 7 months before now we have tried to break up through this green line. And why this is so difficult, guys, is because this is also correlating with that big $100,000 area. And with that big $100,000 area, there's going to be a lot of shenanigans by BlackRock, by Wall Street guys, by all types of people who are going to fool around, like how we saw that quick flash crash where Bitcoin was at 104, then we dropped all the way back down to 92,000 quick, and then all the way back up. What that did show is that we were getting bought up when the whales tried to push us down. So that was really good for us. But what I'm looking at also is closing a weekly candle up above that $100,000, as well as closing a weekly candle up above this green line here, which we have been fighting with for the longest time. And right now that has us, guys, just to put it out there, that green line has us right around that $100,000 mark exactly. So you can see it's been a really good marker of terms when things can really take off when we get up above it. And then when we're below it, how slow and steady, and how we go through those bear markets and the accumulation phases. Typically your bear market will be about 1 year, 1.5 years. Then you'll get a year or two of accumulation, which is really, guys, takes a long time. There's a lot of chop, a lot of back and forth, a lot of fake outs, and then you eventually start to get that nice bull run. But for me, it really kicks off once we get above this green line. And like I said, I'm going to stick to around that $130,000 to $150,000 for Bitcoin, because regardless of what many influencers are telling you out there, as many of them are going to be taking profits, because like me, they've been in since 2017 or before, and they've went through these bear markets. And when you experience 3 or more years of a bear market and the price doing nothing but going down, you think to yourself, man, why didn't I take those profits? Why didn't I pay off some debt and then try to come back in the bear market through timing these 4-year cycles and try to get in at a much better price? So, there's going to be a lot of guys who are selling. They're going to tell you that it's going to 250, 350,000, and they're probably selling them now, or they're selling at 120,000, 130,000. And I just want you to be aware of that, because when Bitcoin does hit that final price, it hits it really fast, and then you start to drop to that downside so quickly. And it's just one of those things, guys. You have to be prepared. You have to trail stop losses, and you have to take that profit. And in my opinion, pay off debt. That's one of the smartest things that you can do. Crypto is always going to be around here. And I think you need to fight for that financial freedom. That's my take, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. Still need to continue to do and working towards. But that's what I wanted to leave you today. Really watch this line here. This is on BitBo. If you want to take a look at it, and it's the Bitcoin long-term power law chart. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.